Hello, everybody. I'm Satori Shakur, and I'm thrilled to welcome you to Detroit Performs Live from Marygrove, where Detroit's talented artists take the stage and share insights into their performances. The episode you're about to see is curated by our partner organization, Latino Events in Michigan. They bring us 3 diverse Latino musical performances: Armando Vega and his salsa band, the Martin Chaparro Trio MC3, and reggaeton artist Dani S.
Con la mano arriba y a mover el bombón.
They will have you moving. So roll up the rug, everybody. Get ready to dance. It's time for Detroit Performs Live from Marygrove.
Funding for Detroit Performs is provided by the Fred A. and Barbara M. Erb Family Foundation, the KRESGE Foundation, the A. Paul and Carol C. Schaap Foundation, the Michigan Council for Arts and Cultural Affairs, the National Endowment for the Arts, the DeRoy Testamentary Foundation, and by contributions to your PBS station from viewers like you. Thank you.
Hello, everybody. Today, I'm excited to be here with Paula Anderin with Latino Events Michigan. And Paula, I'm just going to start asking you right away, what is your organization and what does it do?
So Latino Events in Michigan, I started because of the love and the need that we saw to have Latin music in Michigan. There are so many very talented groups, artists that live here, and I wanted to provide a chance for these artists to be able to perform all around.
So how did you curate the 3 that you did? What was your process?
Yeah, so I wanted to showcase the spectrum of different talent that we have. And so Armando Vega, he is actually an amazing singer, also percussionist. So I wanted to bring some of that salsa flavor that, we have. Then we actually got Martin Chaparro, which he sings like pop rock music, which is very popular in South America and also Mexico. So it gives you a little bit of the flavor of how we blend, rock music, pop music with a Latin flavor. Then I also got Dani S, which he is actually an upcoming reggaeton Latin trap artist. He's collaborating with an artist from Southwest Detroit called Aztec, which he's also going to be performing today.
Thank you, Paula, for joining us today. And now we're going to go to the stage and see Armando Vega.
Pero solo quedan los recuerdos y las cenizas me entregaron. Quisiera regresar al tiempo y decirte, mamá, que entre todos los que estamos juntos te recordaremos, pero nunca olvidaremos que fuiste mamá. Quisiera regresar al tiempo
it is my pleasure to be here with the great Armando Vega, whose performance you just heard, and I hope that you were tapping your feet and moving your shoulders. It was exhilarating. Tell me what the song means in English, because I apologize, I can't speak Spanish yet.
Okay, the song is entitled Amor de un Hijo, Love of a Child, is the name of the song. And this composition was written by me, myself. I wrote it for my mom. My mom passed away 2019 of December. And it just left something in my heart that I gotta give back. And I wrote this composition for her, and I was blessed to have some of the best of the best recorded. When I wrote the song and we started doing the arrangement, I knew already the concept, what I wanted for the song, which is 2 horns, 2 trombones, and 1 baritone sax. It gives it the full sound that I wanted for the composition.
Yeah, I mean, every instrument, every beat, all the keyboards, it's just joyful. It's just joyful. And I just wanted to know how it feels to be back on stage, coming out of COVID, and have all of the musicians around you.
Well, the adrenaline is pretty high. You know, I was a COVID victim in the beginning of the COVID, and we overcame it. And to be on stage now, sharing with some of these phenomenal musicians is just a blessing for me to have connected with these guys. You know, I've been knowing these guys for many years. And it's just a humbleness, you know, they have, and we're like a family. Not to mention on the background vocals, I had my daughter, Adriana. She's pretty much following my path. And within time, we'll be doing a production with her as well.
I'm just interested in the whole idea of inspiration and where people and artists draw their inspiration. Where do you draw your inspiration? I know that your mother inspired.
That's a good one, that's a good one. My inspiration comes from my father. My father was a folkloric singer, improviser. My father was known for the traditional bombas y plenas. Bombas y plenas are traditional rhythms they play in PR, and these rhythms, they use them to worship and thank their gods, our gods. So I'm not sure if you know, in Puerto Rico, there's an island, part of the island called Loíza. And this is the island where back in the days when they were held captives and they would escape, they would go to this little island as a group, and they would start drumming and worship their gods. That was the freedom they had. So my father was known for that, and I grew up learning that from him, how to improvise.
Thank you, Armando Vega. We're going to go back to the stage now and see another amazing performance by Martín Chaparro.
walking around in Detroit right now. I'm walking around y puedo sentir la soledad. Es duro perder, your soul is with me now. Es duro perder, pero es más fácil recordar. Y cuando el viento toca mi alma, y puedo verte sonreír una vez más, sonreír con vos y con vos. walking around in Detroit right now. I'm walking around y puedo sentir la soledad. Y cuando el viento toca mi alma, puedo verte sonreír una vez más, reír con vos.
I'm so excited to be here with you once again with the fabulous Martine Chaparro and MC3. I was listening as everybody, and I loved the intimacy of the three of you.
It's family, basically. I mean, DeMarcus and Adam, to me, they're just, brothers. So when we play, we have fun, and that's you can see that on stage. In fact, before the performance, I was actually telling Adam, you should look at the audience, and we're like, no, we're just gonna play, and have fun. So, and that's what we did. So,
for our viewers who don't speak Spanish, what is the song about?
The song was actually, it was a mental picture that I had of somebody just walking in the city of Detroit, and feelings that go through you, feelings of loneliness, feeling of trying to think about, love that you miss, and how that basically invades you. That's why you feel that it's romantic, because there is a soul behind that thought or behind the music like that.
So you compose the music, and then all of you come together and add your own sort of arrangement to it? Or?
Well, this is a brand new phase for my music, and with them we'll be writing music together and putting a lot of new music out there. My goal is to try to bring more music and bridge some cultural differences, whether it's language, whether it's rhythms, and try to incorporate everything. We are all rich, people. We have a lot of culture, yes. Whether you're from Argentina, or whether you're from here, whether you're from anywhere. So just put it all together and just, share with the world.
Is there anything that you want to say that hasn't been said that you really want our audience to know? I'm really proud of the Detroit music scene, and I'm really blessed having DeMarcus and Adam playing with me in this journey. I think that this is it's just going to be fun from now on. I mean, it's different experiences, different music, and different opportunities. So I want to thank you for the opportunity to be here, and I just keep listening to Walking Around. There's gonna be more music. So. Well, I already know it by heart, the English parts. And now I know what it's about and what inspired it.
Yep.
So thank you very much.
Thank you.
Okay, so we're going back to the stage. I love it there. To see and experience Dani S.
¿Cómo está Detroit? Dani S. Asignando Sazón.
Así tú quieres reggaetón, yo te doy mi sazón. Con la mano arriba y a mover el bombón. Si quieres reggaetón, yo te doy mi sazón. Vamos pa' la pista y a mover el bombón. Yeah, ay, ay, gózalo, gózalo. Ay, ay, gózalo, gózalo. Ay, ay, gózalo, gózalo. Ay, ay, gózalo. A esa nenita inquieta, con ella que nadie se meta. No he venado, pero enciende mi copeta. El trago la tiene coqueta. No tiene gym, pero tiene booty de atleta. Ay, ay, gózalo, gózalo. Ay, ay, gózalo, gózalo. Ay, ay, gózalo, gózalo. Ay, ay, gózalo. Así tú quieres reggaetón, yo te doy mi sazón. Con la mano arriba y a mover el bombón. Si quieres reggaetón, yo te doy mi sazón. Vamos pa' la pista y a mover el bombón.
Con permiso, ya llegó el don. Tú sabes, mamacita, que yo quiero bombón. Vamos pa' la casa y te quito el calzón. Te quiero ver con nada y con mucho sudor. Ahora dime where you from. Yo represento el barrio y lo hago con honor. I'm just popping bottles and I'm cheaping on the cone. Call me fully auto cause I'm spitting up the dome. And if you with that drama then you can stay at home. Tal vez te hablo mañana pa' que te dé más banana. Take it out like a pala, make you bend like a pala. Slap that thing like it's masa, they kick you out of my casa. Ahí viene mi baby mama, you know I love when they're beautiful. Pretty and painted clothes, know how to use a stove. Roaches and any clothes like the jams to the radio. Up in the patio, on the pipe like she Mario. Oh yeah girl, here we go. Okay, vámonos, you want it, I want it more. Pulling the song foreign, blowing but listen up. Getting up in the morning, eating my cereal. Si vas a querer Sazón, don't play with my corazón. Cause I'm not with that nonsense. If they broke on you roll, jump on my mind like I'm Cupid. And no, I like a boot clipping. And I like I'm ruthless, spin you down like a crucifix. If you tap, you're not used to this. Call me power when I lose my kids. Dale mueve el bombón, yeah. Dale mueve el bombón, ay, ay. Dale mueve el bombón, gózalo, ay, ay. Dale mueve el bombón, ay, ay. Dale mueve el bombón, ay, ay. Dale mueve el bombón.
Si tú quieres reggaetón, yo te doy mi sazón. Con la mano arriba y a mover el bombón. Si quieres reggaetón, yo te doy mi sazón. Vamos para la pista y a mover el bombón. Yeah.
Muchas gracias, Detroit. PBS.
Thank you.
Detroit Performs. Dani S. Astegnando. We love you. Una familia.
Yeah.
Welcome back, and we are with Dani S. And thank you for being here, Dani S., and for being on Detroit Performs and bringing your special brand of funk and reggaeton and all the influences that it is. Where does the music originate?
Puerto Rico. Reggaeton originates from Puerto Rico. Of course, it has reggae influences, reggae roots as well, which of course is from Jamaica. But yeah, Puerto Rico just took it global, really.
And how has Detroit shaped your special feeling for reggaeton, your expression? How has Detroit influenced that, and what's the cross-cultural exchange? And
you know, it's funny you asked that because I actually began playing rock music. So I always, when it comes to music, I always thought about combining styles and whatnot. Mm-hmm. Being in Detroit, having a lot of diversity, you know, a lot of rappers, really great rappers like Aztec. That really made me think about the possibilities where I can take reggaeton to. That's why my song, Sazón, which actually translates to seasoning.
Translates to what?
Seasoning, whatever you put to your salad.
Yeah, spicy.
Yeah, spice, exactly, spice. So that's why I wanted to mix up a little bit of hip hop, you know, which is obviously American, and I love. You know, and reggaeton, of course, which is something that I begin to love.
And what is the song about?
See, it's a party song, so there's no specific topic to it. But to me, what it's about to me, right? Sazón. What I want to say with that, Sazón means seasoning, right? That's kind of like my spice. What I bring to the table when it comes to music, that's my essence, my seasoning, my flavor, my spice, you know what I mean? So that's what it means to me. A mix of not just, lyrical speaking is really a lot about just having fun, partying really. You know, and there's no depth to the lyrics, but there's a lot of depth to the music.
Exactly.
There's a lot of depth to the music, the sound, you know? Like you heard reggaeton and hip hop, and then came back to reggaeton. It blended so well, went up, down. It was like a roller coaster, and I love it. I think people love it too.
And what are some of the other flavors of your music?
Personally, I like love songs, a little sad songs. You know, I like to reference, because I songwrite a lot, so a lot about my life, about mistakes I made. So, you know, I'm trying to, I try to get influence from my life, so the listener can feel it even more and perhaps relate it to their life.
Thank you, Dani S. Thank you, Nando. And thank you for being here and watching Detroit Performs live in Marygrove.
Gracias.
Did you have as much fun at home as we did here in the theater? I couldn't help myself. I got my groove on and it felt good. So I can't wait to get out and see all of the incredible live music Latino Events in Michigan will bring to stages throughout Michigan in the months to come. Make sure to join us next time on Detroit Performs Live from Marygrove. We promise to bring performances that will thrill and excite you. Yeah, right here. See you then.
Funding for Detroit Performs is provided by the Fred A. and Barbara M. Erb Family Foundation, the KRESGE Foundation, the A. Paul and Carol C. Schaap Foundation, the Michigan Council for Arts and Cultural Affairs, the National Endowment for the Arts, the DeRoy Testamentary Foundation, and by contributions to your PBS station from viewers like you. Thank you.